Grain here. How you doing? This is my channel where I talk about mostly cross stitch, a little bit of knitting, today a tiny bit of crochet, and just general crafty things. It's been a week since I filmed a little bitty bob, so let me show you guys what I've been up to since last week. It's November 30th, so it's the changing of the months. So all of my plans are about to shift, unfortunately. But the first project I have to show you is a Geisha's Blissful Onsen Retreat, charted by Tokyo Cross Stitch on Etsy. And this I started last week at the end of my last vlog. And here's where I am now. I have been loving this. This is stitched 1/1 half cross on 40 count Newcastle Lagoon linen. I'm obsessed. This is at 38,000 stitches total, 13% almost exactly, and I love it. There's a couple counting errors up here that I'm pretty sure I fixed, and I'm concerned that there are more counting errors up here, but I've been changing how I've been stitching it, so it's kind of a mess. At first I was just going with the flow, and then I said, no, I need more structure, and I tried doing diagonal blocks and leaving the thread this way, but then I was like, wait, I need to go back the other way. It's been this whole thing. It's kind of a mess. But but oh my god, I love this piece. This is all I want to stitch on right now. This is all I want to stitch on. Crazy. And since all I want to stitch on, that's all I have been stitching on. Surprise, surprise. But I have been doing a good deal of knitting. So my on-the-go project, this is the Moonveil cardigan by somebody. I'm knitting this with honeybee yarn that I got in Japan, but the last time you saw it I just started on the sleeves, and now they're not done, but most of the work was done for both of them. My gauge is so different. I just stopped caring about keeping my tension the same. Even like my knit rows here, I keep a tighter gauge because I'm paying attention, and here I just stop paying attention and they're super loose. So I did the sleeves. This is tied up because there's some yarn left in here. I have to do, they're at exactly the same length. I have to do an inch more of stockinette in a smaller needle and then binding off. But before I do that, I want to put ties on and try it on with it tied and see what the sleeve length looks like. Because without it tied, it's lovely. It will be perfect. But with it tied might be a different story. So, and I've been working more on the body, and I've got about, I don't know, 5 inches of body, and this is just flying. This is just flying. Goodness gracious, all the Thanksgivings this year have really done it for that project. I've had the best Thanksgivings. I've just really enjoyed it. The second knitting project I've been working on is the Recoleta sweater. Here are the details. This is a project for my mom, and I have just been kind of forcing myself to work on this just about every night, because this is a Christmas gift. And here we are. Is that, no, I'm just going to show you the back. I'm just going to show you the back so you can kind of tell more. Here's the sleeves. There's the nice back lace work. And I've got, oh my gosh, 8 inches of body. How tall is my head? I don't know. Guessing here. But she's coming along. You know, everyone says it, but it remains to be true. Just a little bit of consistent work here and there makes a big difference. So, but we'll see. I hope she likes it. I saw her the other day for a belated Thanksgiving, and there was a whole conversation. My brother got me yarn last year. He got me alpaca, and he was like, turns out alpaca's the best. And my mom was like, yeah, I hear it's the best too. And they're like, yeah, it's better than wool. And it's like, well, you know, it's just different, you know, it depends what you're looking for. But I'm not going to get into the details there. But that's alpaca. It's 30% alpaca. So it's gonna work out. I already know. I had my mom try on a cardigan made from the same yarn, and she was like, "This is lovely," and I was like, "Okay, well, I guess I have to get more of that yarn." So yep, I've been working on that. I finished. Sorry about that. Finished a Christmas. Ooh, sorry about that. Finished a Christmas present today, actually. This is crochet. This is a little, obviously, a turtle. Didn't have to tell you. But the pattern is by Lauren SB from Whimsical Stitches. Very nice, very nice. It is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. I got one of those packs of all the different colors and like the tiny balls of yarn for amigurumis. Amigurumi, that's how it's spelled. Anyway, and I was like, that'll be great. And it is, I ran out of the light green. You can see the switched colors, and then I ran out of the dark blue, so it switched colors. But you know, that's fine. The next project I'm going to work on this week for my brother. Let's see. Is the cow. That's what he asked for last year. So I have a white and a cream. Hopefully that gets me through the body. If not, it's also going to have some very pale blue or something like that. So that's for my other brother, and for their girlfriends, I'll probably do like a flowery keychain fob bag charm thing. But also, he mentioned that he's trying to do an art wall, like black and white. I was like, maybe, because their dog is black, maybe I can get really creative and do one of those flat like yarn art things with crochet and just like do his dog's face. We'll see. So that's something I'm thinking on. But for this week, I'm going to do a little bit of a vlog this week. For this week, I'm going to work on the cow. I'm going to work on both of my cardigans. And I'm going to figure out what other gift things I have to do. I was giving myself till today to work on the things I wanted to work on. And it'll be tomorrow, and I won't be allowed to just stitch on my geisha. So one other thing I did want to work on This is more of a mending thing. So I was watching Cozy Books and Knits on YouTube. She's lovely, and she inspired me because I have always more mending to do, but this is one of my favorite sweaters, and it's so nice. It was from my mom, and I already mended it a little bit. You can tell right there, but it has more holes. I must be taking terrible care of it. Where are the holes? Those might be mended holes. Oh, that's a mended hole. Am I crazy? Is it just dark in here? I thought it had more holes. Either way, I should probably just hand wash this from... Oh my god, there's a hole right there. Yep, in the sleeve. Right there. Yep, that's skin. That's not the pattern. There it is. Yep, Gotta fix that. Yeah, I must just take terrible care of this. I guess I really just can't put it in the wash. You know, you should read tags before you clean things. I didn't realize it, but this is pure merino wool. And, well, I can't read the tag anyway, so thank you, Cozy Books and Knits, for inspiring me. I'm gonna try and, I was gonna do that tonight, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow because it's late. And we'll see how many gifts I can get done this week. We cleaned up the house today, tidied up. I mean, we're still finding places for everything, especially after like the wedding, and then we traveled, and then we got more wedding stuff the other day when I visited my mom because she took some of it. And so we finally found a place for everything in the common areas, at least. There's a bunch of wedding stuff in like a room upstairs, and I'm I don't want to go up there, but it's clean, things are away, we can put up the Christmas tree, we can put up the decorations. That will be tomorrow. I'm very excited, so we'll see what I get done. Today is Thursday, December 4th, and I've got some updates for you. So I finished my little cow for my brother. Tell me, how intentional does this all seem? Please let me know, because I need to know. I tried to make it very intentional. That purple was accidental. I tried to save some of this light brown yarn by using a different color for the magic ring. You can tell, but whatever. And I needed to, and you can also see that like I stitched it on with yellow because I was completely out of that. Anyway, here's my little cow. Again, it's from Lauren SB Whimsical Stitches. Lovely. This is how much yarn I have left from that kit after making 2 amigurumis, so that works, right? That works. And then after that, I started on some bag charms. Hold on. My go bag now is much bigger, and it has a bunch of other bags in it. So I did 4 white little Lily of the Valley drops, and then I did 4 various purples. So it's like the lightest purple, and then the lightest with a darker purple, and then just the medium purple, and then the medium with a bit of like dark, so it'll be like color changing. Anyway, I have to do the leaves next for it. We'll see. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. My cat is like doing a terrible job of hunting this bug, and it's taking her forever. And then last night I did a knit night, which was lovely. What did I do? I don't know what I did. I think I tried to start this and then I decided it wasn't gonna work, so I restarted this. So this is I think the 70-yard mitts. I'll put the information up. And I added this texture from the Knitter's Handbook by Hamlin. Interesting. And this yarn is, I got it, was passed down to me. It's Queensland something, llama something. It's 80% alpaca, 20% silk. And I had only one like 50-gram ball, and this is 20 grams, so I will have 10 grams left. So it will be perfect. And I intended to make these for my dad, but they're not very him. So they might get to him and they might not. And unfortunately, these use the same needles as my Ricoletta cardigan. So I did some work on that. I won't bother showing you because it kind of looks the same. Like it's, you know, it's just a little bit longer. Like, it's so hard to show you. So why? But, so I have the two amigurumis. Today I'm gonna make the leaves for those two bag charms with the Lily of the Valleys, and I'll probably be able to finish those mitts today. From there, I probably need to start one of my like my next happy frog. I've charted it out. Oh my god, my hair looks so greasy. I totally messed it up this morning. Look at this. Look at this. Look what I did to my bangs. It'll grow out. It'll grow out. It hides pretty well. What was I talking about? Hey! And we're back. It is Monday, December 7th, and I've got updates for you. So last time we spoke, this is secret, keep it safe, I was working on mitts. I finished one, and now I've finished the second one. Yay! So one Christmas gift done. I was also working on a Lilies of the Valley. Oh gosh. And I found the name of the YouTube channel that I looked at, and that name is Glika Studios. So she's got a lot of crochet tutorials, and I finished the white one, so pretty. And I finished the purple one. Oh, so cute. I am so glad that these have different vibes because they're cute in their own ways. I did not follow the tutorial for the leaves, so if you don't like my leaves, still check her videos out because I just kind of freehanded those. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, powerful yawn. I look like I'm just woken up again. But, yep, those are great. 2 more gifts down. So I've been on a roll with that. It feels like I haven't done much, but I think it's just because I've just done like little things. The next thing I have to show you, also in terms of gifts, I started mittens from the pattern Smitten Holiday Garland by Emily Ivy. And here's my first mitten. Adorable. And I'm still using up this pack of, nope, wrong bag. This is the bag. Mira Handicrafts, like crochet balls, just it's super tiny, that came in this big kit, and I'm really trying to get rid of it. This is not how far I am. I just have a bunch of the balls in a to-go bag, so I can pick a color for my next pick colors for my next mitten. After this mitten that Josh told me should be purple and yellow, so it's like bluey purple, but we're on the way. We're on the way. Last night I felt like doing something really easy, so I whipped up an F-bomb. I've done an F-bomb pattern before. Here's the information. I did it for a gift last year, I believe, and the friend I gave it to has a coworker that's just gone goo-goo over this little thing, so she asked for another one to gift. So this one, I did not use that pattern. I just crocheted a circle, embroidered the F, and made a poof. So it's much smaller and much less detailed, but it is the perfect, like, tossing size. So my husband and I were tossing it back and forth at each other last night, and it was a good time. So that was a nice and easy project to work on. But I also did last night work on my mom's cardigan, the Recoleta cardigan. And, oh, sheesh. This is how far I got from this second stitch marker. This was last night, and this was since the last time you've seen the cardigan. That's like 3 or 4 inches of progress, so I'm really excited about that. I only need a couple more. But it is coming together. This lace is really just huge. No wonder it's wearing me out. It's just huge. But it's gonna look gorgeous, so I'm gonna have to try it on or something, see what the sizing looks like, but so close. And I think the last thing I did since the last time you saw me was I started another Happy Frogs for an office gift, but this is a very highly edited one. So this is the specific pattern I'm basing this off, my new one off of. Frog in Hat, the cat toy, and the cat are not charted by Cross Stitch for You, but I put the frog in a cauldron. I'm making a book, and these pink things are like wisps of magic. So it's gonna be holding up a cookbook, a knife, a spoon, and I'm stitching the hat in. Which for this, maybe I just shouldn't have put the hat on, but I feel like they all need hats. So yeah, I started that, and that's had some progress. And it's good stuff. You know, making gifts is a fabulous thing, but it comes at a cost. I have not been feeling the same like motivation and love for crafting and doing my things, but it's all for a good cause, I guess. And I'm getting them finished pretty quickly, so I've been making decent choices on what I am doing. So anyone who's getting a little mitt ornament, that's like a in addition to like a purchase gift type of a thing. I don't know. We'll see how much time I have. We'll see how much time I have. There's always more to do. Anyway, I appreciate you guys coming. I think this will be the last clip for this video. Let me know if you liked it. Leave a comment. Leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike, I guess. But thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys. I hope you all are having a great December, and I will see you next time. Bye.